Seeing if there's anybody on. Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. Hey, happy Aloha Saturday. Are there any days that you want to just drop kick your Facebook? Hi, Jenny. Atlanta Online, thank you. Hey, let me know if you guys hear music. I'm totally having to rewire everything that I'm doing. Let me know. Supposedly we have music on. Either that or I'm just bouncing and nobody's knowing why. Thank you, Jenny. Okay, good. Yay. Holly, hi. Deborah, good evening, Kentucky. Kuhao, Waimea, Hawaii Island. Hey, Casey's on your island. Just kind of wanted to give you a heads up. Warning, fair warning. Okay, good, very good. Let's play some more music. Still getting set up here. We're almost ready to go. Just put it down, back away from it. Just leave it alone. Just turn it off. Just not gonna deal with that right now. I have you guys. Much better. Ibaraki, Japan. Dave, thank you very much. Konnichiwa. No, ohayo gozaimasu. もうちょっと7時でしょ? Okay, わかった. Hi, Trace. Hi, sister. Oregon's online. I'm not on my regular time. It's all off. What a day. Can't win. That's okay. Hi. Figuring out where my camera is. Minute away from starting. Giuseppe, where are you, Giuseppe? You're morning. Good morning. Which means you're somewhere in Asia right now. Kevin, Florida's online. Nice to see you on. Been a little while. Kuhao, I will show you some of the video for Mary Monarch. I'm getting used to where my camera is. We'll show you some of that coming up in a little bit. Minute away. Vegas, love it. I knew you had to be somewhere west of us. Sydney, Australia online. Thank you very much. Giuseppe, welcome to the show. Thank you, Trace. Appreciate that. Okay, let's go. Boy, we're getting delayed here. All right. Yay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. Billy V Live, back on the air. It's been actually 2 weeks since I think I've been on. It was kind of crazy getting back from Mary Monarch Festival, and the schedule has been all turned literally upside down. I'm still trying to figure out the setup for the lives because it's just not like the home studio, and it's just... Does it look like I have less hair? I'm just pulling my hair out. It just seems like that sometimes. Anyway, that's okay. Happy Aloha Saturday. Nice to have you on. There's a lot of people on. Kuhao is on from Sunrise on the Roses Success. Heard you interviewed my friend Vehile. Yes. As a matter of fact, Vehile is going to be on the show got to interview her outside of Sunrise. We had her on Sunrise for the Merry Monarch Festival. And then after that, we got a chance to sit down and talk story with her. Still putting that together. I should have that for you next week, so fingers crossed on that. Gina is in Maryland. Thank you very much. Kenny is not far away from us, Ninth Island, Vegas. Nice to see you on. Dylan is on. Dylan his desk is right over there. You know what? Actually, I should turn on my phone because I could turn on the virtual camera, I think, and we could actually just kind of go over and show you his desk. But, well, I'm still working on the virtual camera. Give me a couple of moments and see if I can turn it on. I may be able to. I may not. And, oh, there we go. Let me see. By the way, I think that Dylan is on for the first time here on the show. So Dylan usually does middays. This is now. He does middays on This Is Now. And he was also with us at the Merry Monarch Festival. So very nice to see him on. And brother, thank you so much for checking us out. He is over on the Waikele side. Brother, are you going to West Fest today? Let me know down. And Jenny, appreciate that sharing. As a matter of fact, go ahead and if you get the chance, if you're over on the YouTube side, you're watching us, make sure you're subscribing. If you're over on the Facebook side, hit the share button. We appreciate that very much. Usually we would take you outside around. That's courtesy of our friends Facebook, but it's not working right now, so it's just not happening. The cameras that we usually bring up for you, we're not connecting to them and they're not connecting to us. So you know what, let me just try one more time here and see if I can give you a view. And usually we can do it right there on your screen, but as I mentioned, it's not connected, so we're having to do it this way. You know, give that a couple of moments, and I think we might be able to have that. So, let me give you an idea what the weather's like here in Hawaii. It's there was flash flood warning this morning for the windward side of Oahu, flood advisory for Maui County. Both of those have been taken down. It's actually much better now. Partly cloudy skies, depending on where you are. We will still get some rain, and will we get an actual look outside? Oh, okay. I've got a camera. Very good. So we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. So I'm gonna have to hold up. That's Sunset Beach right now. Can you see that without the ring? There we go. Not bad. Cloudy skies. There's some surf out there. Usually I'd be able to do this full screen for you, but just not working today. Laura Brower. Oh, thank you very much. Nice to be on. Are you in California? I know your relatives from Italy were online, by the way. Dylan, wasn't planning on going, but who knows, it's an open day. I think it should be packed out there. Australia, Karen, thank you for being on. Kathy, hi Mom, how are you? Your daughter's on, by the way. You should say hi to her. Tracy's on as well. Okay, see, there we go. Carly, Italy's on. So, wonderful. Thanks, Giuseppe. It's looking actually nice to have some blue sky out the North Shore, so pretty good. We're talking a lot today because... Okay, so the families are talking together. I don't know if Tracy's still in Oregon, so there we go. They're all talking story in the comments. Let's go ahead and get you some... Most of the headlines that I have for you, entertainment-wise, are just about a lot of the things that are happening here. There's May Day over Kalani Pe'as on Sunday. There's May Day over at the Bishop Museum that's coming up for you on Monday night. I'll be your MC. It's going to be kind of interesting. So on 7 o'clock, we're going to be on K5 television, live. K5, Facebook Live. You'll be able to see it here. But actually, let me give you kind of the inside scoop here. What you're going to do is that from 7 to 9, you can watch on K5 if you're here in the islands, but say you're not here. Most of you are not. You're outside of the Hawaiian Islands. So that means, how can you watch? Go to mele.com, and it's a new platform that is debuting this weekend. So what will happen is that you will be able to watch the stream live, the full show. We're only doing from 7 to 8 o'clock on K5, but 7 to 9, really, it's going to be on Mele.com. Now, let me give you an idea what the future is going to look like for Mele.com. This is actually going to become the center hub. You know what? Actually, I'm going to hold on that. I'm going to have somebody else talk about that coming up in just a couple of moments for you. Let me see. But there is the May Day show on Monday, and that's the reason why I was naming all the things that are happening. Spam Jam. If you are in Waikiki, let me see here. I'm going to go. Laura, are you in Waikiki? Because usually if you're here, I know you're there. You're seeing Henry Kapono play. Anyway, if you're in Waikiki, coming up this afternoon, they're going to close Kalakau Avenue in 2 hours. And then they're going to have 3 stages set up. They're going to have all kinds of booths, and it all has to do with Spam. Spam is one of the foods that Hawaii is in love with. As a matter of fact, McDonald's, you would find it shocking that McDonald's sells Spam, eggs, and rice. Oh, for me, that's comfort food. So there's a lot of Spam everything. Shirts, hats, collectibles, and the restaurants. I've got a lot of booth spaces out there on Kalakau Avenue, so they're going to be doing a lot of that stuff, and that's all happening today. Oh, really? Okay, so NDI camera's working. I'm just waiting for it to show up here on, you know what? I'll have to work on that. Let's go ahead. Good friend of ours here, Zachary Lum, Nahoku Hanohano Award winner. Anyway, let's bring him into the mix as we talk about May Day. We're getting a chance to talk to Zachary Lum from the group Keoho. May Day is coming. As a matter of fact, exciting new twists and turns in what's going to be coming up this year.
We're really excited about May Day, Billy, this year because, you know, to be honest, this is the first real May Day we feel like we were able to do since the pandemic.
Because that's when you guys really took over and you were preparing for it, and then all of a sudden the pandemic hit, right?
Yeah, we had one concert at the convention center, and then pandemic hit. We did 2 years of an hour-long broadcast. Last year, we started to come back into a live format, and this year, we're selling tickets. We're inviting all of Hawaii to come and join us on May 1st, which is a Monday, by the way, at Bishop Museum on the Great Lawn. It's going to be a wonderful celebration.
But you have ways for people outside of Hawaii, those that yearn to be home or yearn to be here, you have ways for them to take this in too.
So this is the exciting part about this too, is that we're also launching a new platform that you'll see all about in werale.org. And there we will be able to have folks from around the world watch May Day on May 1st and actually watch it on demand after it's live streamed. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So details are forthcoming on that.
They're coming.
Makeale.org?
Werale.org.
Werale.
Yeah.
Okay, .org. Now let's move to, of course, the entertainers.
This year's theme is all based on this idea of kilohana. And a kilohana is often when we think about kapa, right? We think about these beautiful, intricate, decorated designs of the wauke fabric, right? But many people don't necessarily always realize that that is the kilohana most often, where it covers a whole bunch of other kapa that's not necessarily decorated. So in a way, the excellence and beauty of this kilohana represents the collective. So when we use that as a cultural metaphor for who are the people that are kilohana among us, we get to think of 3 people today who are represent a lifetime and more of legacy, not only in their music, but in their cultural impact in representing who we are as Hawaii. And those 3 people are Robert Cazimero.
Of course, renowned kumuhula.
Jerry Santos.
Hoku Award winner. Lifetime Achievement Award winner.
And Nina Keli'iwahamana.
Wow.
Imagine them 3 singing together on stage at May Day. You want to be there in person.
That's amazing. That's awesome. Okay, when is this going to be?
May 1st is a Monday. And one of the charges that we got from our kumu when we started taking over May Day was, no matter what, May 1st is May Day. So we're not going to do it on April 30th. We're not going to do it, on a weekend. If it falls on a Wednesday one year, it's going to be on a Wednesday. This year, it's on a Monday, May 1st at the Bishop Museum lawn. And folks can go to wearalay.org to look for information as well as to purchase their tickets.
Okay, so another reason to have a 3-day weekend right there.
Yes.
Okay, so where is it going to be?
At Bishop Museum on wearalay.org. Yeah.
Okay, and what time?
Oh, yeah. So the concert, being that it is a work day, is going to be an evening concert. So folks can join us at the Bishop Museum as early as 5 p.m. And what they'll also be happy to know is that the Ho'omau Hawaii Market will also be joining us on the night of the concert, as well as they'll have a full Ho'omau Hawaii Market the Saturday before on April 29th. So the fun thing about that is when you buy your May Day ticket, you get free admission to Bishop Museum, you get free admission to Ho'omau Hawaii Market, both on April 29th. And then when you show up on May 1st, you get a very select select vendors at the Ho'omau Hawaii Market, which will be a part of the May Day celebration that evening on Monday.
And if you've got May Day memories, sorry about that, go ahead and put that into the comments, and we'll go ahead and share those with you. As a matter of fact, May Day used to play at Mililani Ike and Mililani Mauka School. Nice. Anybody was in the May Day court? I wasn't. Tracy, you was in May Day court? I don't think so. Sorry about that. Yeah, thank you for everybody for catching my mic off. I appreciate that. So make sure that your May Day, Mele.com, starts at 7 o'clock. I think what I was saying when my mic was off is that on the East Coast, that's going to be more midnight. That's going to be at nice, like about 2 o'clock in the afternoon over in Australia. So that's going to be, once again, go ahead, watch, enjoy, and I will see you there. A lot of people are asking me, how was Merry Monarch Festival? You know what? Merry Monarch Festival was awesome this year. To be there in person, to feel that energy. And people from Hilo were genuinely excited about it. They were looking forward so much to people being there on the island and to have all the vendors open, because that's one of the things they really, really enjoyed. So let me go ahead. Let's go across the ocean right now and share with you and actually take you there, so to speak, to some of the places that were enjoyable for the Merry Monarch Festival. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and bring up some of the video that I was able to take, and we'll go ahead and attempt to share that with you. Let's go ahead and take you inside of the craft fair. This is over in the Civic Auditorium.
Very healthy.
Let's go swing around the corner here. All the vendors, all the visitors. Looking on the right here. Let's go ahead and take you over there. There's all the ipu, and look, Auntie's right in the middle of all the ipu. Let's get the camera up there. We can see over the top. Hi, Auntie. Whee. Everybody coming to buy their hula implements.
Get out of your way.
Big Island people. Now, this is not normally in the Civic. So all these vendors only come together for Merry Monarch Festival. So for the Hilo people, they were waiting for this. Some of the people waving as they're going by. Everything from clothing, lole, hats, earrings, anything Hawaiian conceptual, all there. Hi, you guys. Oh, look at that. All for the Hawaiian warriors. So anyway, that is just kind of taking you somewhat around the Merry Monarch. Let's just go ahead and see a little bit more. I think we can go outside for a little bit. Ah, yeah. This is in the outer areas. This is where a lot of the fashion was. And let me tell you that as you got near the fashion areas, you saw just crowds of people, and arms were going as they were pulling off dresses and fashions off of the hangers, and people were trying stuff on. A little bit on the left there. They were selling lei. There we go. We see a crowd up there coming up in the forward area. Oh, really? Roxy did? Oh, I haven't seen Roxy in a while. Look at all the people. They're just crowded around the fashion area, pulling them off, looking at them, getting an idea. Different vendors have different styles. That's Kalapico right there. The craft fair was beautiful. My uncle is a palm drum maker. Oh, nice. The line went out the door for some of these.
When do you sleep?
Right now.
Somebody asked me when I sleep. As I'm walking through, trying not to bump anybody because I'm looking at the camera.
Okay. Thank you very, very much.
Let me show you outside the hotel where we were staying,
I'm so
outside
glad
the
that they
Nani Loa.
let
Let's
me
go
go everywhere.
poolside for a little bit. Nani Loa surf probably looks a little bit different than when you were there. So that's poolside where there's a restaurant, so anytime we wanted to eat, that's where we were. Hilo Bay, a little bit cloudy that day. But it was still nice to be out there. Mauna Kea was shrouded in clouds, but the next morning, oh, beautiful clear skies and snow-capped mountain. Once again, a really, really nice day out on Hawaii Island. And for those of you that live away from Hawaii, maybe a little bit homesick for you right now as you get a chance to see Hilo. And maybe for some of you, it's been a little while. Hi, Roberta Ann Ho. Is that my classmate? Hi, love. How are you? Yeah, Hilo, beautiful. But I think just as beautiful, or if not more so beautiful than the scenery that you see, is the people that were there. They were just absolutely wonderful. And so a wonderful time out on Hawaii Island for the Merry Monarch Festival. Let's see if we can get me back on the camera here live here in the Hawaii News
We're getting
Studios.
a chance to talk
There we go.
to Zachary Lum from the group Kale Ho. Amazing.
There we go. So anyway, a little bit of scenery for you on this Aloha Saturday. I usually have more for you here on the show, but today's, for the last couple of weeks, it's been kind of nonstop, so I haven't been able to really buckle down and do the show like I usually like to. So we'll have more for you next week. Any questions anybody has? Never been and wish you were there. Oh, Gina. Oh, thank you. You know what? In that case, that's kind of given me a little bit of incentive. Is there anybody else that's never been to Hawaii before? If kind of leave me a message if you haven't been here before, because that gives me more incentive to go out and get video of places to show you of our Hawaii. And you know what? That means that I'll have video for you next weekend. Oh, Roberta, thank you very much. So, Gina, thank you for that. And just know that when we come to next week, specifically, I will have you in mind when we do the show here. Usually we do music video right now, but I don't think that that's another component of which we'll have to set up. So we'll have that for you coming up next week. Next week on the show, Vehile, there is a young lady who is shucking oysters, and she's from Hawaii, and she's doing it in Las Vegas for the Raiders. We'll have that story coming up next week for you. I would love to be there in May. Thank you very much, Carly. Giuseppe's been here, and back end of the year. Right on. Bro, are you from here originally? Leave me a note. 10 years ago. Oh, okay. Awesome. So anyway, let me see here. As we look at the month of May and we look ahead, a couple of things to kind of keep in mind. I know that in July, we're going to have the Nahoku Hano Awards, and we'll have more details when we come up on that. My friend Casey Lund is on Hawaii Island this weekend because they are getting ready. I think it's the, let me yell across. Siennas, are we, 5th anniversary Kilauea? 5th anniversary since the eruption of Kilauea. So we've got some of the crew that are up there on Hawaii Island. So this weekend, pay attention to hawaiinewsnow.com because we'll be bringing that to you. And then, of course, May Day, we'll have wonderful music for you coming up on Monday. Trish, how are you? Welcome to the show. Lived in Makaha for 25 years, now in Wyoming. You keep me grounded to the island. Keep sending great things to us. Thank you so much, Trish. And thank you for being patient with our show, which is kind of evolving, as it were. Used to be over in the home studios, and now we're down here at the Hawaii News Now studios because I work on the weekends here, so it's just easier to do it here. I think that's going to be it. Gina, 2018. Yes, that was when Trinidad and Tobago. Really, Diane? Diane? Oh, you're wonderful. Thank you for being here on the show. From Trinidad and Tobago. That's awesome. Gina, let's get back to you. Yes, it was 2018 that Kilauea eruption was ongoing. As a matter of fact, it was Casey Lund that was there for that. And he became embedded in the community. You know, Casey's from Idaho originally, but when he traveled, he's a unique person that makes friends just everywhere he goes. When you get to hang with him and travel on the road, you see that. Just people come up to him and say hi and tell him that that they watch him on Hawaii News Now. So when he went over there for the eruption, he's like, "Hi, how are you? My name's Casey. Explain to me, show me, tell me what's happening. Tell me about the history of your family." And he just really knows the right questions to ask. So he was adopted by members of the community. So he goes actually back to Hawaii Island more than I do. And I'm from there. But that's okay. You know what? That's amazing for him. And I will go back to see my parents when I can. It's just been so busy here on this side. Anyway, I'm rambling, aren't I? That's going to do it for us on the show here today. Malama pono, aloha ahui ho. Here's what I'm looking to do. Next week, my usual time on the air here is 11 a.m. Hawaiian Standard Time. But there's a bunch of you that are here on the show during the time that we're on. So I appreciate that very much. So I will see you next weekend. On behalf of usually my producers, gosh, I haven't seen them in a while. That's another story for next week. I will see you guys next weekend. Malama pono, aloha ahui ho. And enjoy the rest of your weekend. Is that not going to play? That's one more thing I have to fix. Okay, hang on for a second. I can't. Giuseppe, thank you. Ramble on. Thanks for sharing. Thank you, Gina. Okay, what I am doing right now is I am finding the close because I don't think it doesn't feel right if I do the show and then don't close the show like I usually do. Am I not be able? Is it not here? I have to. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, that might be it.